So, how does anything in my life happen? It always comes down to my misguided sense of childlike wonder and, of course, marijuana. Better go into a trippy world outlined by color for this one.
I need to shovel some of the snow tomorrow because we got like a foot of snow. So I got like the driveway's fine, you know, like the well not the driveway, like the road. Um, but I did nothing out here, so I need to shovel that.
Oh, it sucks, man. I mean, I like snow, but there's a lot of fucking snow.
That's not too bad, you know.
The fuck can you do with that much snow other than try to get it out of the way?
I mean, you could make a snow cave or something. That'd be cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should totally do that.
You want it? We totally
Yeah. When uh when should we do it?
We can do it tomorrow morning.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so basically last night Stoner Kim wrote a check that Sober Kim is now a little reluctant to pay. It is cold and my muscles are sore from accomplishing the real off-grid task we have at hand out here. Look at Dan though. He is pumped and ready to go. There is only one way to deal with this. Now, I don't know if the hair of the dog theory is the same for marijuana, but we're about to find out. Let's do this. Okay, homesteads and homesteadas. See what I did there? African American vernacular English can be fun, but that's not what this is about. This is about how Dan and I have managed to keep a healthy bond within the lifestyle we've chosen to live out here. I think it's safe to say that all couples have their issues regardless of what their lifestyle is. However, we have noticed that certain nuances that come with living with 4 dogs in a tent forces little changes in the dynamics of our relationships here and there. I won't go into detail, but I will say we're better for it. I don't share personal relationship details, but I will say that I like what we have learned recently and how we resolve conflict. Perhaps you can relate to being in a relationship and feeling like you are constantly letting things go, to keep the peace. Well, chances are your partner is too. These microaggressions and seemingly not worth it occurrences build up like plaque on teeth from a reluctant toothbrush. You end up constantly fighting about little things that have nothing to do with what you're upset about. Or you have these big monstrous blowouts where you just verbally unload the not worth it baggage you were trying so hard to hold on to just to keep the peace. Talking about these issues we have, even the seemingly innocuous, annoying interactions, works wonders to keep us not only working together, but at peace with each other's presence in such a small space. However, there is a key piece to the solution that I personally find is exponential to the success of it, and that, my lovable weirdos, is timing. Hit the like button on this video if you have ever been in an argument or disagreement with your partner and you are just waiting for them to stop talking so you can get your point across. So much so that you are not really listening to what they are saying. Boom, you know you're guilty. Like this video. The listen to me, disregard you combo happens so much it's a wonder you gain or accomplish anything during a heated exchange. I unfortunately wear my heart on my sleeve and you will likely always know that I am pissed off. It would seem the mix of emotions in the heat of the moment are directly hazardous to the intended goal of coming to a mutual understanding of the situation. So what can you do? We find that if we present an issue in the right circumstance, it can be understandably debated, calmly rationalized, and most importantly, not easily dismissed. When we remove ourselves from the situation, we can come back to it in a better space and state of mind. Like, let's just say, for instance, and I'm just spitballing here, building a snow cave. During this time, as I've been rambling on, that adorable Dan and Kim on your screen are out there doing a horrible job of building a snow cave, but a pretty sweet job of building a conversation complete with constructive criticism about past decisions, concerns about future decisions, and just things we would like to change, adjust, or do better. We had the pleasure of strolling down memory lane in a nostalgic, mood-enhancing kind of way. We reference old movies and TV shows and inside jokes when the opportunity presented itself. We solved many of the world's problems while shoveling, stacking, and patting down snow. We discussed plans for the future and proposed new ideas for many different projects ahead. And the best part, when we got tired and needed to move on, we just stopped because we remembered this whole thing was for fun. We still definitely have our moments and days when we appreciate the attitude and mood swings of our partner less, but for the most part, we find it easy to be together and are both generally looking for ways to improve the quality of the other person's life. So we keep an eye out for opportunities to not just air our grievances, but reminisce about old times, joke about things mostly of a completely inappropriate variety, and plan for the future. Strangely, these opportunities are not something we can plan or schedule. Much like mold, these discussions seem to just manifest themselves under the right conditions. And it would appear that making a snow cave, even unsuccessfully, is just the right environment to grow mold. I mean, a relationship. This is Realist Nemophilus signing off. Thanks for watching.